Hey, just wanted to show a little thing that I made. So, basically what it is, it's a remote controlled, or it's a remote circuit, so meaning it can supply power to something remotely, in this case using this little remote thing. Um, so it's all housed in this little box here. Oops. Um, and the main part of it right here, or is right here, which is this relay switch here. And so this whole module here with the green things and the antenna, these came with this remote, and it's basically a remote controlled relay. And you can find the wiring diagram for those things um, online, and they're pretty inexpensive, just like $5 or whatever. And this is a one-channel one because it only has one relay, meaning it can supply power, or yeah, it can have one flow of power. So what I did here, and basically this needs 12 volts for it to work. I tried running it on lower voltages, but then it like didn't work because I guess everything's calibrated to work with 12 volts. But you see there's this 9-volt battery here, and the reason, well, I wanted to use a 9-volt battery because it's compact, and as far as I know there aren't a whole lot of very compact batteries that are 12 volts, at least normal batteries. So basically what I did here, I got this little voltage step up module. So it steps up the voltage from this 9-volt battery from 9 volts to 12 volts, which is what's required for this thing to work. And in between here, this is the main power switch for the whole thing. So I just put that there, obviously. And basically, that's connected. So when I flip this switch, or actually when I press this button, oh, it's not on. Oops. It can supply power, and which it comes from the relay. And this thing here is a voltage step down module, because a lot of things require lower voltages than 12 volts, but then this thing itself needs 12 volts. So this steps down the voltage to, I don't know exactly what it is, but I think it's around 4 or 5. But it can be anything that's lower than 12. And then this just leads to these wires, these little wires, and I just drilled a hole in the box where these come out, and so this thing can all be closed up, just like this, and it still works. It'll still work like that because these work via radio. It's not infrared, so it can go through walls. Yeah. So if I close this up, you can see the leads are connected to a motor right now. So like I showed before, when I press this, the motor starts going, and I just press it again for it to stop working. This B button doesn't do anything because, like I said, it's only a one-channel relay thing, so it only controls one thing. But so yeah, that's pretty much it. It doesn't really, I don't have a particular purpose for it right now, but I'm sure it'll come in handy. And as far as I can tell, it's a pretty decent range too. Thing is, you just have to open up the box itself to turn it on and off, because I was too lazy to cut out a hole and put a switch on the outside. Yeah, what I was using it, or what I was testing it using, instead of this motor, was this thing, this black thing, and it's basically a high voltage transformer thing. I don't really know what it does, or like how it works, or any practical uses for it, but it's kind of cool, because as I'll show you, oops. creates cool little arcs. Oops, looks like it's off. There you go. Right, well, it clearly doesn't show very well on camera, but it's more consistent in real life. But I also found out what you can do is, if I take this calculator here, I think the high voltage arcs coming out of it makes some sort of magnetic thing, but I found that it can slightly corrupt small electronics like this. See, when I press this, it's making it go kind of wonky, like pressing random buttons, and even though I'm not touching this at all, it's just doing it by itself. But yeah, that was just something I experimented a little bit with. But obviously it can supply power to anything that needs DC current. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This is just sort of to give kind of, I didn't want to make a tutorial because I was too lazy to take this apart or put it together again. But yeah, just kind of inspiration, just showing the general idea. Yeah, that's that. That's the remote controlled circuit.